Ross Velton, who is standing by live with all the latest from the Mexican resort in Los Cabos.
Yeah, hi Phil. Well, things are starting to wind down here. The politicians are going home, the journalists are going home, and Los Cabos is gradually being returned to the tourists. Now, there was a time when the houses behind me weren't here. All there was sand, wind and a bit of scrub. And it was here about 20 years ago that the first female bodies were found. Now there are pink crosses all over Juarez. Some of them mark the spots where dead women were dumped. These graves with no epitaphs are asking the question, why?
For the latest, we're joined by CCTV's Ross Velton. He's live in Mexico City. Ross?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mike. Well, Mexicans are trying to get their heads around what the polls have been telling them is going to happen for several months now. That's to say the party with the most experience at governing Mexico is going to do it again. Well, as you said, I am standing outside a polling station, and well, it's raining now, but earlier in the morning there was a big line of people outside this station waiting to vote.
Que me sabe rara.
Carmen's explaining that she doesn't drink the water here because it tastes funny. And she's got a bit of a point. That chat with the police was nearly 7 years ago. They said he'd been involved in the murder of a man. But Antonio Zuniga said he couldn't have been, because he was selling video games on the day when his own life started to seem like fiction. The film explains that several witnesses confirmed they saw Mr. Zuniga selling things from his store, which was outside this aquarium. But the film also explains that the dead body was found in about 20 minutes walk up in this direction. It would have taken 40 minutes for Mr. Zuniga to walk from here to the body back to his store.
Ross Velton reports.
It's one of life's big moments, the first day of school. Rebecca's looking forward to it, and why shouldn't she be? Not all children in Haiti get to go to school. Their families usually don't have enough money to send them. The president hopes to raise about $45 million a year and to have sent about 1.5 million children to school by the time he's left office 5 years from now. There are about 200 people in today's convoy, and a total of about 2,000 have been returned to Haiti. But the program can't cope with the demand, and thousands have been turned away. Jose Cuervo gets about 80% of its agave from fields it owns itself. That means that any deal to buy part of the company will mean buying part of Mexican heritage. This mobile laboratory diagnoses animal illnesses. For the past few weeks it's been in western Mexico finding out about cases of bird flu. The problem is there's only one for the whole country. It can take up to 2 hours to cross this border, but not if you use this lane, because this lane is reserved for medical tourists. But it's shut for most of the afternoon to give those tourists a chance to eat in Mexicali's restaurants before heading home.